I'm interested in transitioning a sole proprietorship to a workers' cooperative for strategic growth. Will the next webinar cover this? In addition, will there be more specific training conferences available through On Co-op?
We may cover business succession in a little more detail. There are examples of sole proprietorships out there that have transitioned to a worker co-op model. Probably the best example would be an organization called the Yellowknife Glass Recyclers Co-op, which is obviously in Yellowknife up in the Northwest Territories. And it was an individual that was he would pick up glass from glass depots and he would create them into vases, candle holders, works of art, and he would etch them. And he transitioned that into a glass recyclers co-op so that he had several workers working with him because he realized that it was too much for one person, but that there was a market for those goods and that he was interested in doing some of that collaboratively. Generally, with this idea of transitioning a sole proprietorship to a worker co-op or a business owner, selling their business to a co-op or something like that is termed what we call business succession. And the Canadian Cooperative Association did do a project that I was involved in along with John Ristakis in the BC Co-op Association and Peter Huff, who is a developer out east, and he was involved in the Yellowknife Glass Recyclers Co-op. And certainly I can put you in touch with some resources there. I think probably at the level that you're at, you probably want that more specific experience that might reasonably be covered in the next call. Certainly, these are the first couple of webinars that we're doing, and so the topics are quite general, but if there's an appetite and people are interested, we're hoping that this would pave the way for us to do more specific topics around particular topics of interest. I know that the Co-op Zone National Co-op Developers Network has also looked into doing this as education model. So it's a bit of a long-winded answer, but Jeff, I'd encourage you to get in touch with me, and I can certainly put you in touch with some resources that can help you along the conversion process. So my contact information is on the screen, and I would encourage you to contact me if you've got follow-up questions or anything like that. I know that some of you are attending the webinar next week that's going to be more specifically around management, governance, and requirements for operations and maintenance of cooperatives in Ontario, and I look forward to speaking with you then. And your participation today was great, and I hope it was useful for you. And I think that's it. So at this point, we'd just like to thank you and look forward to talking with some of you next week.